So hello everyone. Welcome if you are new, welcome back if you love me. I love you too. We're going to do some really quick housekeeping. For those of you who are super new, I have no filter, okay? I'm a raw, real reader, and I care a lot more about your soul being happy and fulfilled and eternally grateful for life than I care about you loving me today, okay? So keep that in mind. I use adult language. I will talk about adult things, and anytime I use any of these decks, there may or may not be adult images in there, so just be aware of that if you're new to the channel. I also am doing an Eternally Grateful giveaway, and you can find all the information for that in the description. I did a whole video on the contents of the prize box and all of the things that are in it. Of course, there's going to be special surprises in there, but, you know, I can't tell you those. It's just extra special bonus surprises. But the video on everything that you know that's in there is linked in the description, as well as how to join, okay, and all the different perks you get for entering. So with that, I'm also going to be doing some pineapple charms for these messages, just a few. So, you know, take them as they resonate for you. All of the readings, take them as they resonate. Don't force them to fit. Check out your other placements. Come back to them and revisit them in a couple weeks or at the end of the month. See how it panned out. But for those of you who are working on your discernment or need a little bit of a spiritual bitch slap, you know, like, hey, pay attention, I am going to pull some pineapple charms, all right? There will be a separate video called 𝘗𝘗𝘗𝘕𝘌 for guidance, and that will have guidance for all of the signs. So this will just be some insight for you, and if you want guidance on how to best move through the month, right? Best mindset, best energy to be in as you're going through these things, definitely check out the 𝘗𝘗𝘗𝘕𝘌 message as well. All right, I love you. Let's get into it. Hey, Aqua. How you doing? What's up, my Aquas? So today, for your readings, I'm doing the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot. All right, do not forget to drop likes and leave comments and share it out with your other Aqua friends, because Aries, Sagittarius, and Virgo all got bonus readings this month for their July video stats. All of the stats for September, the video stats for September, will be determining who gets bonus readings in November. If you would like bonus readings next month, then definitely go back and check out August. In hindsight, it is always 2020. All right. This month, Aqua, there's not a whole lot going on in your sign, right? You had Pluto in there for just a brief bit, but it has exited stage left. And your sign is empty, but you're definitely taking on squares from Taurian energy, the Jupiter-Uranus placements in Taurus, and you're getting opposed by Venus and Juno in Leo. You don't really have a lot going on in Scorpio that's, you know, challenging your sign, but you do have integrations with Leo, Venus, and Juno, okay? And challenges, big challenges that need to be risen to with Jupiter and Uranus and Taurus. So let's see. I'm using a 9-card spread, by the way, for those of you who are curious, okay? Let's see what's going on with Aquarian energy, Aquarian placements. The house in which Aquarius rules for you will give you specific insight into what area of your life this is affecting. All right. What is going on, Spirit, please, for Aqua this month? What is going on with Aquarian energy? You know, your ruling planet Uranus being in Taurus and squaring you is a interesting challenge, right? Interesting challenge. Saturn's getting hella close to your sign as well, and that was your original ruling planet. You might be feeling that, especially if you got Piscean placements, strong or significant Pisces placements. Let's see. Okay, what else? Ooh, here's your card. The star is in the center. Okay. Give me 3 more. Give me one more. All right. You got 3 8s out here. Got the 5 of Cups on the bottom. And the Fool, also Uranus's card. Arian in energy, but Uranus. We have the Fool card, Potential, and the 5 of Cups. So Aqua, let me get nosy. You might have regrets concerning something that closed. Okay, the book's shut. Something about the situation or the contract was not ideal. Like, the reality didn't match up to the ideal one way or another, whether it was with you or regarding another person. And it resulted in some kind of sabotage. Self-sabotage was probably felt like a betrayal, right? It was probably received like a betrayal because we got the 10 of Swords under that. So, and the Empress under that. So you might have been dealing with strong divine feminine energy who may have brought justice into a situation, okay? And you might have felt robbed or cut off, you know, some harsh cut off in some way. Someone who was being really emotionally vulnerable or real about what they're feeling and stood in their power, right? That's that Leo energy. If you're dealing with the opposition of Venus and Juno, you could be integrating wifey, right? Whether that's you being in wifey material or someone, especially if you're male or resonate as male or just, you know, heavy masculine and you're realizing, you know, who wifey is. You might have some serious regrets. And it ultimately comes down to things not being in balance and that the ideal vision that you were going for, the reality was where the energy was aligned, that wasn't possible to manifest, right? There had to be some reworking in the energy, reworking in the belief systems, reworking in the perspective, right? Rework within the self in order to align you with the actual ideal, right? And now there's some kind of leap of faith or some kind of revelation, right? Because Uranus involves revelation. It's that lightning, right? It's the lightning that comes in, like the epiphany. It always reminds me of when Shmi in the movie Hook with Robin Williams, when Shmi was talking to Hook, and it was like he was talking about lightning came in and shocked my brain. Like, that's what I think of when it's like Uranus, like that lightning epiphany type revelation energy. I think that if something clicks and you can maybe realize how in the past self-sabotage is received as betrayal. So like when we see other people betrayed us, they betrayed me, right? They stabbed me in the back, they betrayed me. It typically stems from self-betrayal though. Self-betrayal that wasn't being seen. And so there was something not ideal about the situation or the contract that, you know, it couldn't move forward. We're talking about Saturn energy, right? Saturnian energy. And spirit, the universe may have stopped it, like Saturn said no, right? Saturn said no. Now, the X in the 9 cards, right? One side of the X is the Ace of Swords, the Star, and the 8 of Pentacles. The other is the 7 of Cups, the Star, and the Nymph or the Page of Swords. And I feel like you may be confused about what to say to heal things. when really, because that's like the Seven of Cups, the Star, and the Nymph of Swords. I think that you may be confused about what to say in order to heal things. Like maybe there's so many things you could say. When I think the truth is the Ace of Swords that you're having a hard time seeing is that actions speak louder to heal. And that might be where you're having a hard time. Maybe you're trying to find words and can't find words because it requires action, but you're not letting yourself take the actions required or doing what you need to do in order to, you know what I mean? Like get in the right direction. Like actions speak louder than words. I think you have to take the actions and put in the effort. The Eight of Pentacles is due diligence. Like you have to take the steps to create the ideal. There has to be some kind of work done. The value, right, the diamond that the 9 cards create around you, we have the 8 of Swords with the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Wands, and then the 5 of Pentacles. So I feel that, especially because I was talking about this earlier, and it might have been in Sag's reading. So if you have stronger significant Sag placements, I would check out Sag's reading. But I was talking about how the 8 of Swords, now we all know the 8 of Swords is like a mental prison, and that the swords aren't really keeping you trapped, right? It's not the mind, it's money, right? The ivy is a money plant. It's money roots, right? You can use it in money magic or manifestation magic, you know, spells and stuff like that. Ivy. It's deep money roots, right? Old money. It creates old money or legacy money. And I think that money may be where your perspective is keeping you stuck. That's how I'm getting it for you. I think you have perspective blocks around money that don't need to be so difficult, right? I think your perspective blocks are making your ability to earn, it's keeping you stuck. And things keep pulling you back to you need to earn, you need to make money type thing. You know what I mean? Like it's a mental block that's keeping you stuck about money. I think you have to focus on the wish fulfillment and rise to the Chiron challenge, because this is a choice, right? All of the minor arcana are choices. They're not milestones or checkpoints like major arcana, right? They're not lifeline or life storyline checkpoints. These are choices, and this is the minor arcana of Chiron, right? The Hierophant is the major arcana. But the 9 of Wands is the minor arcana of Chiron. And I think you may have to really move through whatever your Chiron lessons are in order to focus on the wish fulfillment. Like, it's not martyring yourself for someone else or sacrificing for someone else, so much as you're doing what needs to be done in order to achieve a beautiful life goal, right? Especially if you have to sacrifice a certain perspective or belief system around abandonment, right? Because the 5 of Pentacles is at the bottom of the diamond. Feeling like it's almost like wanting someone to take care of you financially because it proves they love you. Right. And this may have been mirroring in multiple aspects of your life. Like maybe you want your parents to take care of you because it proves that they love you. You want them to support you. Maybe you want, you know, your friends or your siblings treat you or take you out and spend on you because it proves they love you. And maybe you wanted the same thing from your partner, right? Maybe you wanted your partner to spend on you and provide for you, and it proves they love you. When everything keeps pushing you to earn and make money, right? And provide for yourself. And so the perspective or the excuses that you have about you know, or deterring you from being an independent provider, right? Or an independent source of income. You might have multiple different belief systems that say, oh, well, you can't work because this reason, and you can't work because that reason, and you can't work because you don't believe in this. And it's like you really have to realize where it's all stemming from. You want other people to take care of you because it proves that they love you. And Spirit's like, you can't actually get what you want until you get out of your own way with that. You have to be able to provide. You have to be able to work hard. You have to be able to, you know, invest in who you want to spend your life with, because they are going to invest in you regardless. They're not going to stop investing in you just because you're investing in them. Right? Just because you're earning money doesn't mean they're not going to earn money or they're going to stop earning money. If you pick the right partner, you know what I mean? They're going to want to feed in exactly what you're feeding in, right? It's going to be reciprocal. I think you have to embrace investment mindset, and that money or finances creates legacy. Okay, as much as we all hate corporate hierarchies of money and blah blah blah, I feel like money is a part of life. Okay, it is a part of our 3D reality as of right now, until the universe divinely switches it up on us. It is a part of life. And instead of resisting it, we have to go with the flow of it. Right? I literally had this conversation with someone the other day, because they were talking about, you know, different, I forget how it actually got brought up, but I was letting them know, like, I don't fight the flow. Right? Instead of getting all upset and trying to force certain things to be a certain way, I will recognize the challenge for what it is and flow with the challenge in order to create ease, instead of trying to fight the challenge coming in and presenting itself. You know, I flow with the challenge because it makes life easier, instead of, you know, fighting the wall. You can acknowledge that the wall is there, and you don't have to break through the wall. You can, you know, keep moving along with the wall, and maybe a door will show up. Maybe the wall ends, right? And there's a way to move through, and that is the direction you have to go. So I feel like whatever you're bumping up against and meeting with resistance, I think the more you try and fight the wall, the more the wall's going to beat you. Okay? And I think that this mental prison you're in about people proving they love you through financial means has to stop, and that maybe you need to do the same, right? Because the divine mirror of things would tell you, if that's what you want from other people to prove that they love you financially, then that is technically what you need to do for yourself, for other people, right? Or it wouldn't be in your mirror. What you want from others, Spirit wants from you. Spirit wants you to prove that you can invest in people that you love, that they are worth the investment, right? If they're worth the investment, then fucking invest. Do it, right? Learn to let money be your love language. Okay. So here we go. We're going to pull some pineapple charms. I gave it a really good shake off camera. All right. So let's see. We'll just pull a couple out here for y'all. All right, we've got skateboard. So skateboard may be something that you used to do or currently do, right? It might be a mode of transportation. We also got lucky charms. So you may have a lucky charm, have been referred to as a lucky charm. Maybe you used to think someone was a lucky charm or referred to you as a lucky charm, right? Take it how it resonates. Luck of the Irish, too. They might be Irish or have some Irish in them. We've also got the moon here. All right, so this may be particularly important if you have an aqua moon or you're dealing with maternal wounds that you're working through, right? Childhood wounds, especially concerning the mother. We've got some sage here. All right, so you may be saging a lot recently, feel the need to clear your energy, and or this is a recommendation from Spirit that you should sage yourself, sage your room, sage your space, sage your car, sage whatever the fuck is, you know, your energy. Just sage it out, clear out the space, clear out the old energy, right? We've also got a palm tree here. So palm tree might be significant for you. It may bring up a certain memory for you. Concerning whatever. And then we've also got an axe, okay, which is typically used to cut down trees or as a safety line, right? Sometimes people use axes as for safety measures to, you know, get through a door that, you know, it's like, I'll use an example, metaphorically or spiritually speaking. Maybe there is a door and you don't know how to open it. Maybe it has no knob, right? Maybe it's got no lock. It's a door, but there's no real way to open it. And if you look around, there's an axe not far away, right? And that's the only door available. So how do you open the door? Well, you hack it open. You know, like, you can't hack through the stone wall, but you can hack through the wooden door. Like, just because it doesn't have a knob doesn't mean you can't open it, right? Just because it doesn't have a doorbell doesn't mean you can't go through or get in. So, you know, it might be a really odd way to go about things, but it's like action. Are you willing to take what is essentially extreme action in order to open a door? All right. We've also got one charm, letter charm. We have an N, and it's blue. So you may be a male, resonate as male, and your name may begin with N, right, first or last name. Usually when just one letter comes out, I view it as an initial, right? You need more than one letter for an abbreviation. So don't have to be male, right? Take the letter as it resonates, but it is super specific if you are a male and your name begins with N. We also have, as far as the signs goes, we do have Aquarius here. We also have Gemini, so you may have a strong or significant Gemini placement. And we have Sagittarius. All right, those are the big three signs, you could say, right? We got 3 signs out here. Let me put them on here so you can see them. All right, these are to help you discern so that, you know, you can't deny the messages for you type thing. So we got Sag, Gemini, and Aqua. Okay. With that, thank you, Pineapple Charming. Love you and appreciate you. Until next we meet. Bye, Aqua.